Hello everyone, Kalive here, and welcome back to Enshrouded in 2025. And we left off with just completing the Hollow Halls, so we're done with everything inside of the Nomad Highlands. And in between episodes, I've just been pretty much trying to get caught up on things. So I did go and find out where some of the quests were that I missed, and I'll show you where the Pit Fighter one was. There's a book that I didn't read, and it's up on the top level where you fight the matron inside of Surat's Rest. And then down below is where we got Gabrielle, who is the pit fighter. So I did read that, and I did get the quest for her, and I did complete that part of the quest. And I only bring that up because she does have additional quests that you have to follow up on. So I wanted to take care of that and show you where that was. Alright, the next update we're going to talk about is Lupa's Hound quest. So there is a dog at one of the towers, and you have to go in and tame it. A few key things: the dog is locked up, you have to clear out the area, then open the door for him and let him out, and then just be very careful not to spook him away, or it'll be really hard to get him back into the small area that he was in. But yeah, once you do have him, the tame process is pretty similar. It's a little bit harder because I think there's an additional heart, but other than that, it's pretty easy to do, especially if you have everything cleared out. It's a very confined area. You've seen the taming process already, so once you're done, you will have a new pet. And that's pretty much it. So we have the dog, we have Gabrielle, and I did make a couple of things. I expanded the civilian area, or just the other NPC area, not the main ones. And a lot of them have quests, so I put them all down just to see what quests we have available. Some of these might be backtracking a little bit, but I do want to grab all of them that we can. So make sure you make a bed and you put all your NPCs down. So one of them is Rochelle. This is the daughter of the blacksmith, and she has freed from the fire. This is probably just her talking about being freed. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for her. And then we have the hunting party. So this is a quest that we can get. Alright, so one new marker added. We'll take a look at that in a second. And then this one here, first set of clothes. Okay, talks about spiders crawling. Okay, so another quest from her. So make sure you get Rochelle. She has quest, and then everything she can craft is pretty simple. It's just the same stuff that you can get from the blacksmith. So nothing, different from that. So all things available that we have now. I'm not quite there and upgrading the gear yet because we still need some iron and stuff like that, but we'll get to that in a minute. And then we have Gabrielle here. So she has the quest ready to fight. Okay, that's just I guess a little conversation. So nothing too big there. That should be all the quests over here. And I think we have all the quests from the main NPCs too. So they're all already in the journal. Most of these are all for the next area, which is where we're going to be going. Alright, so let's take a look at a couple of other things. This is where I am at the character, just so you can compare with your character. See if you're in the same relative stage before you head into the Kindle Wastes and start doing quests there. So we're level 22, which is about right for this point. Kindle Wastes does go up to level 28, so there's some areas in there we can't get to yet. And then as far as the skills go, well, we have 90 points already, so 2 unused and then 88 in use. And yeah, I'm just heavily melee focused at this point in time with blink, and then the ability to blink when stunned. And I'm probably gonna try to focus on barbarian, which I get 1 strength level for every 2 levels of the flame. So that's just a sort of free extra bit of strength. I think we're at level 4, right? So that would be 2 more points from that, and then up to 3 points total, which is not bad for that node. It's not a bad node to get. If we look at our skills again, so it costs 5, and this is like 5 as well. So But we're kind of like maxed out on strength nodes. I think there's like one in here behind this, and then there's going to be, that's pretty much it. So yeah, one there. So not too many strength nodes we can get. So the goal is to get as much strength as possible to do the most amount of damage as possible, because we get extra damage per strength node that we have applied. And that's kind of the point for this build. It's not the end all be all best build. It's just heavily focused on survival with as much damage as possibly can do with a melee weapon. Alright, so with all that, let's go ahead and look at the map now, and we're going to take in some of these quests. So we do have quite a few quests for improvements on our gear, which we need to focus on. This section here is mostly shrouded, but the level in there is probably within our range. I think this is like level 24-ish area. But there's lots of stuff in here. You can see there's the beehives, and then there's a root here. And we could start up here though, because there is going to be a root. There's a sun temple up here. I think what we'll do is we'll probably start up at the Nomad Highlands fast travel point, which is where we started off a couple episodes ago, just to get to the ancient spire and the Kindle Wastes. So we're going to start up here, and then we're going to go through the same path pretty much. And there's a sun temple up here, and there's also this root that we can knock out. So both of these things are pretty easy to get to. And we'll start at that point. These are both level 18 probably, or level 20. And then we'll work on going towards the beehive smoker as well, probably in that area after that. And this up here is the higher level stuff, and same thing with this down here. This is the higher level stuff. This is a very important place we need to go to. Probably skip a lot of stuff. This is like level probably 28 and 30. We might get to that today. This is a upgrade to our glider, and it is very, very helpful to have this across this part of the map at least. So let's get started heading up to the Nomad Highlands fast travel point. Alright, so here we are underneath the spire. And if you look at the map, this is where we are located on the map, next to the Highlands Spire. And we're going to travel through this road, which we've already done before, but we're going to go to this Sun Temple first. So let's head over there. And you can kind of see it off in the distance. It's next to that cliff. So the Sun Temples are essentially a flame shrine with a dungeon inside. And typically you just go through them and they give you some good gear like golden chests and stuff like that. And I believe these are exclusive to the Kindle Wastes, because we haven't really encountered one yet. This one in particular isn't very hard, but the ones later on do get pretty difficult, and they contain some pretty lengthy puzzles. Oh yeah, I see a book over here. This is the Northern Caravan Camp. So let's go check out this book. And we get a new location marked, and it talks about Rattlebleak. And we do already have quests for that area. Yeah, we'll grab this stuff here, and then I think there's a chest back here. So let's grab this. Get some Shroud Meteors. Anything else? Oh yeah, another chest here. Get some more Shroud Meteors, okay. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it over here. So inside we'll be fighting a bunch of scavengers. There's no matron in this one though. You can see one right there, there's a scavenger. Oh, he almost killed me. Yeah, so those guys are level 21 in here, so there's not much room for error. But we do have a respawn spot now, so we can at least come back to this spot if we do die. And I also believe there's a repair spot in here too. I need to find that. Yeah, look for it later. Let's move on. Yeah, nothing down there, just a, I guess, random bomb. Oh, we do have a chest, so that's good. Let's go open it up. Oh yeah, we get level 23 gear now. This is the Gloom Monarch Trousers. I would say this is like my favorite set out of all the sets, as far as the cosmetic stuff goes. And let's see, is this better? Yeah, it is better. So it's a direct replacement to what we have on now. So that's good. Getting an upgrade in your first chests in a new zone is always nice. Alright, let's get the shrine here. And in the Kindle Wastes, you do get 4 sparks per shrine. Alright, so let's go down here, and there's going to be a bunch of enemies, so we need to be careful. Okay, so as far as getting the more of the Gloom Monarch set, it is randomly dropped in all the chests. It's probably going to require a little bit of farming in the Kindle Wastes to get the full set. Okay, so we have 2 locks on this door. We have to go into each of these rooms and unlock them. So we'll just do this one first. It's like one of the guys dropped some armadillo meat, so we did get a new recipe. Alright, so in this room, there are 4 levers, and 2 of them are already on, and 2 of them are not. So this one is one we gotta press, okay. And then the other one is going to be on the opposite side. So this one, and there we go. The door is open. So yeah, those are the 2 levers that open the door. It's a simple puzzle, not too difficult. And this is one of the 2 locks that unlock the main door that we need to go through. Go back out to the main room and then go through the other door, which I believe is locked. Okay, so that's the door we need to open. So let's go the opposite one, this way. So if you don't have any lockpicks, do not worry, because these guys drop metal. Yeah, you can craft your own lockpicks. Okay, and that door's locked right there. Which we can find that above us. Ooh, deep root axe. So yeah, we're getting like better stuff now. Actually, it's pretty good. This is 28. It's 25. Okay. Also find some good armor in those boxes as well. Okay, let's go through this door, which is also locked. You know, a few more enemies, and then the unlocking mechanism is down below. We got a flask here. And yeah, down there is the lock. You could probably just fly over there, actually. Okay, and that should be everything. That should be all the switches, so we should have unlocked the main door. So we have to go back out to that room, which is this way, I believe. Yeah, there we go. The door is open. And there we go. It's the golden chest. Okay, so we got Forsaken, which does go up to level 25. It's not bad. And yeah, so it's pretty much the same as the bow we currently have, just a little bit different stats or different bonuses. So yeah, I'm not going to probably use it, but you know, it might fit some builds. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else in here we can get. So it's a nice little place to get started on the higher level gear. So let's go head back to the main area. I do need to find a repair spot, so I need to go look for that. I'm pretty certain that there is one in here. Oh, here we go. So this is the repair spot. It's right at the front door. Okay, yeah, so the next thing we could do is go to the root that's nearby, since we're already over here. So let me mark this down. It's not too far away, and it's not too hard to get to. I believe this one is very lightly guarded, too. Alright, yeah, further down in this hole, it will be the root. You know, there's not many enemies in here, but there is a new enemy. We'll see. Okay, so yeah, right down here is the root. And there's a bunch of bugs down here. And one of those bugs will explode when you get near it. So this will be a new creature for this area. This is what they look like right here. The explosion range isn't that big, so you can technically like dodge through them, or I guess blink through them. But I did want to show you that they don't actually kill you with one hit, so you should be fine if you take a couple of them. But yeah, the best thing to do is actually shoot them from range. Yeah, 3 arrows. Okay, well, not quite 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and break this root. Yeah, and once you break the root, there is a new resource here. So this is iron, and this is found in this specific region. And you also need quite a bit of this stuff. So this is probably the best place to get it early game, since this is a low level area, and it also, once you break the root, you have free reign, so you can just grab as much as you want. Where other spots, you are going to be stuck in Shroud trying to get this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go grab a bunch of this iron. You need it for the gear, and you also need it for upgrading the flame as well. So you're going to need quite a bit of this stuff, like probably 70 to 80 of these things. I think you can cook it in batches of 10, so grab as much as you can, but I'm going to go grab this and then I'll head back to the base. Alright, we're back at the base. And yeah, so here is the iron. I got a decent amount, so I was able to craft that. Make sure you select the recipe. And then you need charcoal and iron. You get quite a bit, you get 10 bars from 10 iron. That's a pretty good ratio for getting some stuff back. You just need a lot of charcoal to get this. Let's go ahead and craft these up. Maybe like a couple of more. We do have some already crafted up though. So let's go ahead and grab these. And we did find an iron bar in one of the dungeons. Or maybe it was like in the initial spire we went into the Kindle Wastes. So we already unlocked the recipes for that. Well, let's go see if we got anything really good from this. So the biggest thing I'm looking for is going to be the pickaxe. We do have the pickaxe. Nice. So we can make an upgraded pickaxe. It's just 8. And then iron axe. There we go. So linen and hardwood. These are revelwood items. And iron bars is what we just got. Alright, so we got upgrades for that. So that's good. Go to our backpack here and let's upgrade these. Let's see. This is 32 damage. And this is 40 damage, right? Let's see. Everything else is the same pretty much. Yeah, so it's just 8 more damage. And then this is the same, 8 more damage. There we go. We can get more iron now if we want to go ahead and grab some of that. Which I will. So the goal would be early on, we need to get the tools, but once we get the stuff for that, we can start crafting these. We needed some padding as well, which we're going to have to get from later on from, who is it? It's the hunter that has the padding stuff. So we'll have to complete her quest. That's a little bit of ways away, but we'll definitely try to make a priority to get that. Alright, it's dark. I'm going to go to sleep, and we will work on the next set of quests. Alright, we're back. And this is where I'm at. So we just did this Shroud Root. I'm just a little past that Shroud Root. Off the road here. And we're going to head this way. So we have a couple of quests. One of them is to do the honey thief. We got to do tracing the footsteps as well. So the honey thief one, and then this footsteps. So we're going to take care of that. But first we got to get this spot here. This is Ternion Mine. Another mining area. I think this is all sulfur though. So nothing really we want to grab right now. Although sulfur is pretty useful. Let's just check this out real quick. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just sulfur. Yeah, just sulfur. So that's all you can find in here, really. But some scorpions too. Actually, this is a pretty good spot if you want. How did we do that? Yeah, this is a pretty good spot if you want to get some scales, because you're going to find the scorpions fighting the armadillos over here. They both drop scales. Where'd this thing go? Did I kill it? Oh, I did kill it. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not gonna go in there. I don't really want to deal with these. But if you want to come over here, you can find some things like that. Oh, there is an artifact, a prawn fossil. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so we got some scales, poison sacks, and then armadillo meat. That's always good. You'll find a lot of armadillo, like dead armadillos, because the birds do kill them off pretty frequently. But yeah, so if we need scales, which some things do need scales as far as armor goes, we can have them there. What is this for? Alright, we might have to come back here a little later, so we might do that. But we want to go, let's see, we came out through here. We want to go up this cliffside here, which we need to go around for that. So let's go follow this road. Okay, so we missed the Southern Caravan, which I think is that place down there. That's alright though. This is the first spot here. Let's see. Okay, make sure you get this right here, this note. It's hard to see in daytime that it's shining. So be sure you grab that note. Alright, so that's the first one. There's one in here. So there's two ways you can do this. We can go in here, and there's like an exit point on top. I just go around, really. I don't really have to go through that spot. There's kind of no point in going through there, unless you really want to fight stuff. But you can just come over here too and get the same effect. Alright, so we have to go up towards the nest, but what we should do first is go and grab the shrine. So let's go hop down here and then get this. Alright, yeah, we should get 4 from that. And there we go. And as far as getting back up, we probably just could dig up there. It's not too far. Alright, we made it up. So the next thing we're going to do is go towards the quests for following the footsteps. So we need to go to the nests. So if we look at the map, it's up here, so not too far away. The only way you get this quest is if you talked with one of the NPCs that gave you the quest for following the footsteps. So up here we'll get a new NPC and also a weapon. So you want to be careful we don't aggro too many. In these nests, you will find some random stuff. So you can find all kinds of things like potions and then other materials. They essentially act like chests. So yeah, just be sure to check them out when you're done fighting. Yeah, it's so much faster to kill them if you can melee them while they're on the ground still. But when they fly in the air, it's much more of a pain. So we get a better wand at least. Okay, up here's another one. Yeah, and this is the bow that you get. This is a part of the quest as well. And if you look at it, it's just a max level of 25, which is what we currently have on our bow. This one does add some fire damage, which is nice. And you also get some other stats with it, so it really is up to you. Whether you want to use it or not, the base damage is pretty much the same. So I'll figure out which one I'm going to use later on. Alright, so the quest updated, so we have to go up to this next nest. Just got the marker added to our map too, which is nice. Yeah, this should be the final one. Okay, yeah, I had to turn on the quests for some reason. It was off. But when I made it active, it did show that this guy was available to click on. So this is Jaeger, and this is another hunter, so a hunter assistant. So he has all the same recipes as the other hunter. So we get back to the base, we'll throw him out there and see if he has any other quests for us. But yeah, that's it for that quest. So there's a few more places we can go down here. I think I'm going to go down to the bottom, and then we'll see if we can find something on this level to get to. Because I really don't want to go to the Shroud just yet. Yeah, I want to see where this caravan was, so it's below us. What I want to do now is probably just go and get the outfit for the blacksmith. I believe this is one of the quests that we got from his daughter. So let's go over here to this tomb, and we can take care of this quest. Then we'll go down to the bottom and take care of those quests. Otherwise we have to come back all the way back up to the top here. It's going to be a lot more travel. Got a new marker added, so it's a cave passage, which probably links to the bottom down there, so it's a way back up to this level. That bird took forever to kill. But yeah, so here is the hidden tomb. And this is for the outfit quest, so we'll have to dig down through this and try to find the entrance. Yeah, this looks like the way down right here. Alright, let's check this place out. Looks like we got some spiders. Okay. Also got a place to repair, which is nice. Yeah, definitely a spider tomb, so we'll have to fight up the spiders, which is not too bad. Rather fight these things than the undead guys, because those guys tend to hit harder. Alright, got our first chest. And it's Spellbinder's hat, okay. So this looks like it's for a melee. Just weird that they would call it a Spellbinder's hat. Alright, so let's go this direction first. Another secret door, so let's see what's in here. Nothing, okay. Alright, let's check this out. Gloom Monarch's chestplate. Oh, this is the chestplate for the set that I'm trying to get. So, definitely use this as a cosmetic at least. I might actually use this as the primary chest for now too. So let's do a comparison here. Yeah, it's a lot more health. Just the problem is that there's no stamina on it, so we're trading stamina for mana, which is not that helpful right now. I think the extra health is going to be worth it. But yeah, ultimately I'm going to have this whole set for cosmetic purposes, so it's definitely good to get all these pieces. Alright, so we still need to find the blacksmith set. So I think it's back at the beginning if they go to the other side. So I'm going to head that direction. Alright, this is where we came in from, so if we go to the right this way, we haven't gone this direction yet. Oh, some lightning, okay. And then, yeah, here we go, so we got some more enemies down here. Okay, there's a chest right there, so this is probably going to be the set. And there it is. So this is the blacksmith set. So it makes you look like a blacksmith, I guess. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for in here. So we can head back out and then probably down to the Caravan Camp, or maybe the other quest that's nearby too. But yeah, let's get out of this place first. Alright, so we made it out, and I think the next thing we're going to do is go to this Caravan Camp. But yeah, it is dark right now, so before we go over there, I'm probably going to wait till it's daytime, just so that everyone can see what's going on. So that'll probably take a minute before it does come up, and when that happens, then we'll head over there. Alright, it's finally daytime. And while it was dark, I just came over here, and this is where the cave passage is. This takes us up to the top where those nests were, so you should get a marker for that. So yeah, we're going to head down towards the town, since we're right above that. And it's pretty close to the Southern Caravan, like they're both sort of together. Doesn't matter which one we start at, they both do have some lore and stuff that we need to get. But I do want to fly down from this bigger area first. So yeah, let's go past the scavenger camp here. So yeah, this is the road right here, and this road takes you further towards the Shroud. But down here is the town. So this is a pretty big area, and there actually is a haunted temple in here. There's also some lore in here that we can use to get some quests. And then as far as like the enemies, it's going to be scavengers and then some fel as well. That's going to be a trend for these towns in this zone. So yeah, I don't want to be fighting a lot of stuff, so I'm going to try to aim for a high up area. Maybe like right here. Yeah, and this town is Brittlebush. There's actually a few chests in here, so there's some gold chests, some silver chests, and you do have a pretty good chance of finding the Gloom Monarch set from this chest if you're looking for that. Alright, so I think we have to go to the tavern. You can see over there the enemies are level 23, so pretty much our level range. Okay, there we go, we got an update for our quest, and it says we're at the tavern. So we should be looking for a music sheet in here. I think we can climb down here. Oh, this guy's just chilling here. Alright, nothing on this floor, so I'm pretty sure the music sheet's at the very bottom, probably. Also might be some extra lore in here. We need to keep an eye out for that. Okay, there we go. There's a book here. Emily Frey's Tavern. Alright. Yeah, if it was dark, we actually could sleep here if we needed to. Oh, we got some new blocks. Desert City wall blocks. So those should be now craftable, so we can craft these later. And yeah, I don't see the music sheet down here, so maybe it is back upstairs. We missed a room or something. Doesn't go down, so we have to go up, I guess. Oh, I think this goes outside. Let's try this. Oh, there we go. That's the music sheet. Okay, so that's the riverside one. And that should complete that part of the quest. Yeah, I do hear a lot of people below us. That part of the quest is done, and the next one is going to be way over there. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for here. There's still a Sun Temple, but we also need to get this other area, the Caravan, first. Sun Temple's going to take a while to get through. I'm probably just going to go grab the Caravan first, and then we'll come back and do the temple after that. I was hoping to find some more chests too. There's a couple of gold chests in here. In order to get over there, we have to go this direction. So I'll just speed through and head to that area. Okay, so this is the city wall. We need to head on past this area. That's going to be where we can get to the caravan. It should be just right down the road from the city. Yeah, right under this cliff. I do see some bats here. Okay. Yeah, it's a pretty big area. We should need to take care of all these enemies, and then we should be able to get all the lore. Alright, let's grab this first. So it looks like a recipe for grilled spiced yucca. I don't think there's anything to this besides just having the lore. Yeah, just a few other things on here. That's about it. Oh, backpack's full. Okay, I'll take care of this real quick. Alright, backpack's cleared, and yeah, here's some padding. Yeah, as far as the lore goes, there should be one more piece in here. I just need to go check to see where that is. Let me go kill these bats first. Okay, got a chest. And we get one of the good potions, that's not bad. Yeah, not seeing anything else glowing. Okay, there we go. So this right here is one of the books that we need to get. It's in one of the tents in the back of the caravan. It's another diary entry from Emily Frey. And it does put a new marker on our map. It does talk about East Lapis too. Yeah, the marker is all the way over here towards the Lapis town. So yeah, it is a new spot. We'll have to go there at some point in the future. Probably when you head towards Lapis. But yeah, that should be it for this section. And yeah, it's back here in this tent. Okay, so we do have to go back into the city, and we have to go to the Sun Temple as well. And I'm pretty sure the Sun Temple is the one that contains the boss for this area that you need to head from. Alright, so let's head back up the road. And I think there actually might be a piece of lore we did miss for one of the quests. And I believe it's like right outside on one of these signs. It is on the way to the temple though. You also got a respawn point here too. We didn't get that earlier. Definitely handy to get because that's a long run back if we did die. Yeah, I just wanted to go check and see if there's anything down in that basement in this building, which there is not, so don't worry about going down there. Alright, so the next thing, we just need to find this lore piece, which I think is like right over here by this tavern, where we're just at. Nice, level 23, so everything should be the same level as us now. And yeah, this is the piece of lore that we needed. So this does talk about the beehive smoker and then the honey quest that we're on. So it does mark a location. So we now know where that location is for the beehive smoker. Yeah, it's going to be up in this area, which is I think a Vuka area. It's off the main road that we were at. We did the first Sun Temple. So you go past that and go beyond. But yeah, that's the information that I was looking for. So we do have that now. And we can move on to the next part. So let's go and do the Sun Temple now. And it's probably take a little bit of time, but it definitely will be worth it in the end. The entrance for this thing should be right around here. It's actually right up these stairs right here, right in front of us. Okay, so in here is going to be a bunch of fell guys. There'll be some shroud in here too, so we can probably just get some shroud potions on us. We can get the elixir on us now too. Okay, let's get our food buffs up. Alright, we're good to go. Oh, we got a note, okay. The walls are alive. Yeah, so this note does give us some indication of what's down here below us. And it does talk about a new creature that we're going to see. Yeah, let's go ahead and break these. I don't think this is the start of the shroud. You can also see some people in the background fighting each other. I think that's the Fel and the Scavengers. Just based on the bodies that we're seeing here. Technically, this is the start of the haunted Sun Temple, because this is where the Flame Shrine is. So down below is going to be a bunch of Shroud, and we're going to be stuck in Shroud the entire time we're down there. So we can come back up here if we need to refresh our timer. We should have enough time on it for completing everything we need to complete, hopefully. Got some archers down there throwing stuff at us. Let's go take them out. And then in typical fashion of a Sun Temple, we're also going to be viewing a full unlocking of doors as well. So it's going to be a little puzzle while you're in the Shroud. Nothing in here. Let's go to the next door. Let's go upstairs. I think there's a button we can press up here to unlock one of the locks below. And I'll show you that locked door down below in a second. Okay, so I see the lock right here, so let's grab this one. I think I see like a wraith on the other side of this wall. Alright, starting at the first button, I'll show you what the second button is. So we should go back this way and then go jump down. And it's right around this corner. Alright, that's both of the locks, so that door should be open now. There's a little hole right here too in the wall. Yeah, just some bombs. Okay. So if your timer is getting low, I would definitely go and refill it now, because we're going to be fighting a boss. Be careful walking in here, but you can see that the bar appears for Fell Sicklescythe. You kind of see him off in the distance, like way over there. Yeah, I don't see any other enemies in here, so that's good. So it's just him by himself. So let's go ahead and pull him, and then I'll talk about what he does. Okay, so one of the things he does is he will launch a giant skull at you, and it's a shroud attack. So you can dodge it like you dodge the ones from the wraiths. But one of the bigger things he's going to do is he's going to throw his sickles at you, and they kind of arch, so they'll spread out and then meet in a point. What you need to do is you need to get in between him and that point, and that'll prevent you from getting hit by those. And then also he'll do like a teleportation every once in a while if you're not within range of his attacks. Here, that was the fight. To get a little bit easy because he did get stuck in a wall. So let's check out his loot. So we have a shroud core. We also got his head for the flame upgrade, and we also got a bow. So this is one of the earlier places you can fight this guy at. It's definitely the lowest level version of him, but yeah, we did complete that quest. We also did get the head for the upgrade, so those are all things that we needed. Might be a chest in here somewhere. You got some bugs. Okay. Yeah, down there I see the sarcophagus, so we can grab this. Spellbinder's pants. Okay, so this is like a magic resistance set. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, that fight wasn't too terrible. We did get him stuck in the wall. So if you do have him chase you, you can have him run into one of those walls and then teleport into the wall and actually fight him that way. It's pretty easy to take care of him that way. So what we do now is head back to the base, and then we can take this head back and maybe do an upgrade. Alright, back at the base. So let's check this out. We have the Fell Sicklescythe head. Need some more yucca fruit, need some more lapis, and iron ore, saffron and sulfur. So all these things are actually not that bad to get. I could probably work on this, and then we can come back and strengthen the flame, which will unlock the next area, which is the Albanese summits, or peaks, or mountains, whatever they call them. But we still need to finish up quite a bit of stuff inside of Kindle Wastes. So yeah, I'm going to put this away, and then I will probably go work on that, and we can come back and then just strengthen the flame. Alright, I'm back. And yeah, I got all the ingredients for upgrading the flame. So just a reminder of where things are. I pretty much spent my time around here, and there is quite a bit of stuff around here, which is the ancient spire for the Kindle Wastes. You can get sulfur, you can get the lapis, you can also get yucca, a bunch of trees down there, and the path that goes down towards the shroud, there's actually a decent amount of saffron in here. And the other place that I tend to go is right outside of the Highlands one, and it's just the path that goes into the Kindle Wastes. There's a couple of saffron bushes, and there's also some sulfur and stuff in there as well. Let's go ahead and do this. That's everything. Flame level 6. So with that, we get 10 minutes in time. We get 5 attributes. And then we can pass through the level 6 Shroud, which is going to be like all the mountains actually. So yeah, like this whole area is the Albanese Mountains, or the beginning of it. We can actually go into that area now. And there's like granite and stuff we can get in there. So yeah, we'll visit there fairly soon. Once we get past the Kindle Wastes, we'll go in there, check that place out. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. So yeah, we knocked out quite a bit. We took care of getting Galen at the Draconian Vulture Nest. We got some lore at the hunting party camp here, and also the Caravan Camp. Then we went into the Brittlebush area, took care of a couple of things in there, and we also went into the Haunted Sun Temple and took care of that. So we knocked out this small section of this area. We do have quite a bit left, probably 2 more episodes left of Kindle Wastes stuff, and we do need to start working on some of these elixir wells. These are pretty good points that we can grab, also good experience. And then we also have to start working on some of the items that we need to upgrade our gear from this area. So many things left to do. That'll be future episodes. So that's going to be it for this one. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.